Coming up on this edition of New England Ski Journal, Burke Mountain, Vermont. Challenging terrain, a family environment, and no lift lines. Plus, are you in the market for new skis? We'll get some tips from Country Ski and Sport.
Burke Mountain gives Vermont's best kept little secrets.
It doesn't have the crowds that a lot of the bigger resorts have.
Yeah, it's a little bit farther out of the way, but so much more worth it.
We have great terrain, some really gnarly stuff if you're into that.
You can find some really cool features out there that'll challenge even the most experienced of skiers.
The trails here are groomed beautifully.
Some of the most amazing groomers I've ever skied.
You know, we pack a punch, honestly. When we get snow, man, this little place really comes to life.
You never have a lift line.
Also, what a blessing to have a high-speed lift, so you can really get your laps in.
It really makes it feel like you're the only one on the mountain, which is a really fun feel. You stop and listen and you just hear nothing but the silence, and that's a really cool feeling.
Down at our base, there are just kids and families everywhere having the best time. It's really the hub of the Lower Mountain. It's the heart. It is always bustling.
We also have awesome beginner terrain. It's a great place to learn how to ski. It's also a great place to progress.
It's a perfect area down here. It's just got the right amount of pitches so that you can progress and then make your way to the top.
They talk a lot about progression at Burke Mountain. The lower part of the mountain being a family fun and beginner skiing experience. Then you progress your way to the upper part, which provides some of the most challenging terrain in the east. In between is the Burke Mountain Hotel. You can really have it all at Burke and never leave the mountain.
We call it the last little corner of Vermont because it's a place where you can really go to get away, especially in a world where ski resorts are coming up with more curated experiences. You can come here and feel like you're in the Vermont of 50 years ago, but also at the same time we have a modern feel. So we have a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold. You have the old style family feel, but you can also then come down to the Burke Hotel and get something super modern. We have 52 trails here, 14 glades, 3 terrain parks, and 2,000 feet of vertical. You got your steeps, and then you've got really incredible glades, which is a little known fact about Burke. If you see a landscape shot of Burke, you see the big main trails and assume that's all there is, when really 25% of our trails are glades. We have our East Peak and our West Peak. The West Peak is more sustained pitch. You know, you get one long, good run in, and then you head over to the east side, and when Burke fills in with snow, it really shines. That's where all of our more challenging terrain is. That's where we have more natural features, and it's a lot of hidden gems. It's where a lot of the winding trails are, and there's just a huge line of glades to choose from. You could just hit them all day and never get tired.
We have our east side, which features one of our famous trails, East Bowl. It's a really nice long trail that goes kind of around the east side of the mountain. Super fun, really scenic. We also have on our west side some really cool glades, some really cool groom trails.
There's some really big open stuff that you can fly through, and then if you want a good challenge, there's some really tight, steep stuff that is awesome. It definitely is going to challenge even some of the best skiers. They're definitely going to have a lot of fun out there.
Stay with us on New England Ski Journal. Looking to buy new skis? We'll get the lowdown on the latest from Country Ski and Sport. And we'll have plenty more fun from Burke Mountain. New England Ski Journal is brought to you by Country Ski and Sport, a family business celebrating over 50 years of exceptional service. By the Lookout Tavern from Killington, Vermont. Killington's go-to restaurant for casual and fun dining, open 7 days a week, starting at 11:30 a.m. A must-stop for lunch, après, and dinner. By Hestra Gloves, taking care of your hands since 1936. And by Great Glen Trails, your one-stop destination for winter adventure at the base of Mount Washington in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.
Hey everyone, Ray Stenson here from Country Ski and Sport. We're back for another ski season, and today we're going to be discussing skis. Some of the biggest mistakes people make when shopping for skis is they go after a color or a graphic or a recommendation from a friend where really they should talk to someone who can help them get into the right ski. The first ski that we're going to speak about today is the Atomic Bent 100. This is one of my favorite skis for the more freestyle at heart person. Super nimble, really good in the woods and the bumps, tip and tail rocker with a little camber underfoot. It's just a really great, light, all-mountain ski. The second ski that we're going to speak about today is one of my favorite skis, the Rossignol Sender 94 Ti. This ski is designed for the advanced level all-mountain skier that's going to be skiing on trail and hopping in and out of the woods. I really love this ski because of its performance. It's one of the best all-mountain tools out there for all conditions. This next ski is the Nordica Wild Belle 84. It's designed for your intermediate to advanced level woman skier. What I really like about this ski is how well it performs in icy conditions. The final ski today is the Nordica Enforcer Unlimited 94. This ski is really unique because it is super light yet powerful. It's designed with more of an AT feel but can still be used as an everyday all-mountain ski. While you're on the chairlift, it feels like you have nothing on your feet. Every season you want to make sure to tune up your skis, get a fresh coat of wax on, and sharpen the edges. Come down to Country Ski and Sport where we can tune your skis, help you find new skis, and get you ready for the season. We have 3 locations, Westwood, Quincy, and Hanson, Massachusetts.
Welcome back. We are skiing at Burke Mountain, where they have challenging glades at the top of the mountain, but a fun learning area at the bottom, especially for young ones.
Years back, this lower level of the mountain didn't exist, this learning area. It was only the upper part. That changed the whole basis of the mountain because we had a whole new level of learning area.
You can start out being a never ever and really work your way up one lift to the next. We have a magic carpet, our beloved J-bar, the Sherburne Express.
There's always a fear of the chairlift, so instead we put them on the J-bar, they get a little bit more vertical there, and then from there, once they're really solid, we can put them on the chairlift. And I think our learning area is something that a lot of mountains don't have, and we really excel with teaching people how to ski.
There's actually a whole bunch of different programs that we do. During the week, we have school groups, and they get a lesson period, and then they free ski or whatever. Some days we'll have 300, 350 kids here. We also do private lessons for individuals, whether they're skiers or riders.
We have our Explorers programs on the weekend where you're with the same group for the whole winter and you really create a bond and create some core memories.
So they'll come for 10 weeks to do that, and they ski as a group. A guest said to me, "We love your lessons here." And I said, "Oh, okay, great. Glad to hear it. Why?" We went to another nearby resort, and they basically just threw us into the lesson, didn't really care. It just wasn't very personal at all. And Burke is much more personable. We love it. We'll be back. And of course, we love to hear that.
Also at the base of the mountain, the Sherburne Base Lodge.
It's got a nice little fireplace. It's cozy.
We have a nice cafeteria down there. Those guys are doing fresh wraps, burgers, tenders, and everything for a family-friendly cafe experience.
Upstairs, we have the Tamarack. You can go up there and get some drinks, watch your kids ski down the mountain, and really just hang out and feel at home.
That is definitely a well-kept, tucked-away secret where you can really grab some space. It's a nice bar.
But it's definitely not the only bar at Burke Mountain. Next, we look at the many amenities you can find at the Burke Mountain Hotel. New England Ski Journal's Base Camp podcast is the weekly podcast on the New England ski scene and beyond. Be sure to download Base Camp wherever you get your podcasts or at skijournal.com. Welcome back to New England Ski Journal. And do you ski Killington? Well, we have a spot to relax at the end of the day, and it is right next door.
We're the closest place to the resort, and people ski the morning session, they want to stop in for lunch. Same thing with Opry. When they're coming down the hill, we're a natural selection, kind of that first watering hole on the left. I don't know how I would describe the menu. I would say classic American with Mexican, with barbecue. We use a smaller menu with signature items, burritos, burgers, handmade soups and chili every day, French onion, and then creative salads, entrees with steaks and salmon and fish, but not a lot of that in order to keep everything fresh and good. We try to keep our menu manageable. The same thing with our draft selections. We offer 8 great Vermont products on tap.
Killington is a huge ski resort, but the community is not just made up of resort people. Same with the Lookout Tavern.
It isn't a totally white-collar ski area. Killington has never been that way. It's always been a mix of white and blue collar. So if somebody's looking for a quiet, candlelit dinner, it's typically not this place. We're more public, more conversation, the volume's a little bit higher. And with that, you kind of draw a certain type of clientele. I'm not saying they're all loud and boisterous, but we certainly bring in some of the fun local characters on a daily basis. So if you're in Killington, stop in, say hello.
The Lookout Tavern is Killington's go-to restaurant for casual and fun dining, open 7 days a week starting at 11:30 a.m. A must-stop for lunch, après, and dinner. Go to lookoutvt.com for more. We are coming to you from Burke Mountain in East Burke, Vermont, where you might run into some of the top skiers in the world.
We have our training hill, which is where Burke Mountain Academy trains, so it's really cool to be able to watch them. They're some of the best ski racers in the entire world.
Michaela Schifrin did train here for a while, and it's really amazing to go up the Mid-Burke Express, look to your right, and see some of the most incredible skiing.
Whether they are on a race team at Killington, Okemo, or here at Burke Mountain, we see racers from all over. We've even seen racers from other countries when they come in for bigger races. They're really what helps make Burke Mountain known.
But what really has put Burke Mountain on the map is the Burke Mountain Hotel, built in 2016.
The hotel has been a huge game changer. It's kind of right in the center of everything. We have 116 suites ranging from studio to 3-bedroom. We have kitchens, kitchenettes, fireplaces, and every room has a view. Either you're looking up at the mountain or you're looking over at the Willoughby Gap, which is definitely hard to miss. There's always going to be something to do. We have a seasonal pool, a year-round hot tub, and a really cool arcade.
And this store, Vertical Drop, is our main hub, and we are open every day in the summer and winter time as well. We have 2 other physical retail spaces. There's one on the first floor of the hotel, and that space is called Bare Essentials. That one is part souvenir store where you can get your Burke Mountain sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, all that fun stuff. And our other location is down in the Base Lodge, and that store is a smaller version of this store. So they have your helmets, goggles, poles, ski gloves. We also carry a lot of local products in here, such as our Burke Mountain Maple Company and our Burke Mountain Confection. Those are 2 local companies. One makes maple syrup and maple products, the other makes chocolates, and those are both local right down the road. And we carry some other Vermont products as well, like Sugar Bobs. They make different types of hot sauces, srirachas, nuts. And then we do local coffee from Roasted. Todd Vendatuli, he owns that company. He roasts everything right down the road.
It's the type of coffee that is going to have natural flavors from where it comes. I get it from all over the planet. We sell our coffee locally at the mountain. We also ship all over the place.
Here in the hotel we have Edmonds, which is a little coffee shop we run in the morning. Lunch, we have a few different options during ski season. We have the View Pub, which we're in now. Edmonds space turns into a cafeteria as well. On top of that, we have the Mid-Burke Lodge, which is also known as the Bear Den. That's been your classic dive ski bar. It's got a long-standing history in that building, and everybody seems to love that place.
The hotel has also made Burke Mountain a year-round resort. We will have more on that when we return on New England Ski Journal. New England Ski Journal is your complete source for skiing and the outdoors in New England. With some of the best writers and photography in the industry, New England Ski Journal will inform and inspire you with insight and advice on the ski and outdoor scene like no one else. From special destinations, resorts, lodging, gear, backcountry gems, the après scene, as well as summer and fall experiences, New England Ski Journal is your go-to source for guide and adventure. Log on to skijournal.com/subscribe to start your ski and outdoor experience today. If you're looking for daily content on the New England ski and outdoor scene, skijournal.com has you covered, delivering insider information with their expert lineup of ski and outdoor journalists in the industry. Looking for your next ski experience? Check out all of our New England Ski Journal episodes at skijournal.com as we visit some of the best ski resorts and destinations in the region. At Burke Mountain, you can have a great outdoor winter experience, but don't sleep on Burke in the summertime.
We are in full-on bike mode. We have our Burke Mountain Bike Park, which shares trails with Kingdom Trails, so we work together to create this massive trail system, and it just brings the town to life.
Summertime, the mountain biking is phenomenal. Everything from summit stuff to lower mountain bike park terrain, it's all good.
We have a really big ski and ride scene, but we also have a really big bike scene in the summer. So there's kind of a mix of people who love to do different outdoor sports, and I think that's built a really unique community.
As far as businesses in the community go, we have some really awesome local places. You know, the country store, I'm sure every single employee here at Burke stops there every morning to get their coffee and their breakfast, and they know all of us by first name. It's a really nice community because you know that everyone's looking out for you and you know that you have someone to lean on when you need it.
I've never seen a town like this before. It's really got a unique vibe, and the relationship between the mountain and the town is fantastic, honestly. With all the active people in the area, it's nice to see everybody firing on all cylinders in all seasons.
But right now, it's ski season. So what's keeping you from skiing at Burke Mountain? It certainly can't be the price of the lift tickets.
Another thing that we're really passionate about here at Burke is keeping skiing and riding affordable for the communities around here and for anybody that wants to try out the sport or just go skiing in general. We have some amazing deals. We have $45 midweek tickets. On Wednesdays, we have Wicked Wednesdays 3-for-1, where you can literally ski for $15 per person with a group of 3. And we're really good about rounding up people that maybe have come alone and maybe see a group of 2. And you know, we want to help you get out on the hill as much as possible. We also have our other mountain pass deal, so if you're a pass holder to any other mountain, if you come here, you can get a discount any day of the week, no blackouts. And we also have NEK Sunday and Mondays, where you can get $35 PM half-day tickets, so you can ski for a half day for just $35.
What makes Burke really special is that we do have the incredible terrain that a lot of other resorts have. There's really so much for everyone, and there's no lift line ever.
You are just gonna feel like you have the whole mountain to yourself, and I think that is really the best feeling ever, when you just can have a ski day all to yourself, and you know, you'll have corduroy at the end of the day, and that's just unheard of.
I'd say definitely if you ever were to find yourself in the Littleton area or over near the White Mountains or up by Jay Peak, we're kind of tucked right in the middle of all that. So, you know, it's definitely worth the stop no matter what season it is.
It is the hidden gem that you just haven't found yet, and once you do find it, I guarantee you will fall in love with it, just like so many of us have.
If you want to learn more about Burke Mountain, go to skiburke.com. I'm Meredith Gorman, and we'll see you soon on another episode of New England Ski Journal. New England Ski Journal is brought to you by Country Ski and Sport, a family business celebrating over 50 years of exceptional service. By Hestra Gloves, taking care of your hands since 1936. By Great Glen Trails, your one-stop destination for winter adventure at the base of Mount Washington in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire. And by the Lookout Tavern from Killington, Vermont. Killington's go-to restaurant for casual and fun dining, open 7 days a week, starting at 11:30 a.m. A must-stop for lunch, après, and dinner.